morning everyone, it's still good morning. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm Crystal. So let's start with what's happened since my last video vlog this morning. Well, I realised that I'd lost my Barclays bank card this morning, so I started searching up and down the flat, tipping the table over, the chairs, underneath the sofa, down every pocket, and I still couldn't find my Barclays bank card. And I can only remember seeing my Barclays bank card, I think it was either Friday night or Saturday morning. But I looked where I thought I'd left it, it wasn't there, and I thought, well, I haven't used the card. I haven't used the card since last week. I hadn't been out since last Wednesday when I went to Strood, but I'd used my card on Thursday when I'd ordered items from eBay. So maybe I've accidentally thrown it in the bin, or it's got lost and I can't find it. So instead of like worrying, I decided to order myself a new Barclays bank card. So I did that video. I knew I'd lost my card then, but I didn't say anything because I wanted to make sure. So I tipped the flat upside down, literally looking everywhere, even in the bathroom. I'm going through the menopause. Maybe I thought I could, even the fridge and the cupboards, you know, because I'd woken up really hot this morning in hot sweats. It felt like I had a radiator strapped to me, or I was in a sauna. It is very hot for October as well. It is hot, it's boiling, and it makes you feel tired, and I tend to forget things. I looked everywhere, so I phoned Barclays Bank. I was kept on hold with some of that tacky music that they play, and then a Liverpudlian woman answered the phone. The lady on the end of the phone was from Liverpool. She had a Liverpudlian accent. I live in Rochester, Kent, Medway. So very nice female accent, Liverpudlian. I had to go through about 30 questions, like I was being interrogated to who I was, my date of birth, my mother's maiden name, my account number, what I'd purchased from online, what my direct debits were, and the lady said to stop going through all these questions. You need to go into Barclays Bank and tell them your phone number, because you've got an old phone number on your account. I went into Barclays Bank a few weeks ago, maybe over a month, and they're very useless staff in there. There's no one on the desk. They don't deal with cash, and they don't really answer many questions, so I'm not looking forward to that. I've just been told to go into Barclays Bank and give them my new phone number to stop being asked so many security questions. Now, there used to be a Barclays Bank in Strood. It shut down. My son sent me a cheque to cash, because he sent me like a £10 cheque as a present, and after I cashed the cheque in at Barclays Bank Strood, literally a few weeks afterwards, Barclays Bank in Strood shut down. So there's no Barclays Bank in Strood, there's no Barclays Bank in Gillingham, there's no Barclays Bank in Rochester, and the nearest Barclays Bank is a train journey to Chatham. And I've had useless staff ignore me, be rude, there's no one on the desk, and the last time they wouldn't allow me to get money out of my own bank account. So basically not looking forward to that, but I've got to go into Barclays Bank in Chatham to give them my new phone number. That's what they've told me over the phone. But trying to do that might be a tricky business. Getting hold of an actual member of staff to do that for me. So we finished the phone conversation. She said to me, if you want your bank card quicker, you've got to pay $1.99. So I'm in credit in my bank account, so I paid $1.99 to get my Barclays bank card 3 days. Otherwise, a normal delivery is 5 days, so I paid £1.99 to get it delivered securely. It's a pain in the backside because I pay my electricity online. So when I top up my electricity, I give the electricity card number into the little box, and then you pay by your debit card, right? I can't do that, so I went to my electricity meter, and I'm hoping that the electricity on the meter lasts for 3 days, because if it doesn't, it's going to go out. It's a smart meter. When I was on quarterly bills, then you don't need to worry about that, but when you've been changed over to smart meter, because British Gas told me to do so, because I was in debit with my electricity bill, they tell you to transfer to smart meters, and it's a pain in the ass. You might feel ill, you might not be able to go out. To top up my gas, I have to use a card and go out and top it up. With the electricity, I can top it up online because it is a smart meter, but I can't get access to my bank account because I can't pay by a card at the moment, so I'm having to wait. But it does literally cut off. Once the emergency credit's gone, you're fucked. If that goes off and you've got no money, then you've got no electric at all. I don't agree with them myself. There's a couple of times where the electric's gone off completely, and once was in the middle of the night. And then you've got to turn the light, you can't turn the light on to go to the toilet. Right, so I spoke to this Liverpudlian woman at Barclays, put the phone down. I didn't say my name, just gave the address. They ask you where you live, what's your postcode, right? Normally, you know, stupid things happen after phone calls when I go outside because I've given my first name, but I didn't give her my name. She didn't get my first name, she just got the postcode and the flat number, but not my name. She didn't actually ask for my name, funny enough. She didn't. Because I typed my bank account details in the automated service. I typed my birth year in the automated service. I'd given my mum's maiden name in the automated service, but she didn't ask my name over the phone. She didn't. So after the phone call, I took Max out for a walk, and I walked up Corey's Road, and there was a guy coming out of the co-op with a hood over his head and sunglasses on, and it's boiling, so that he had a sweaty with his hood over his head and his sunglasses on, and he had a nose like mine, coming out of the co-op in his grey hoodie. I don't hide what I look like because I don't give a fuck what people think what I look like. It's none of their fucking business in the first place. And they need to grow up and act like adults, not little babies. See, it's all staged. But I didn't actually give my name after the phone call. But walks up Corey's Road, out of the Riverside Co-op comes a young bloke with a bent nose, sunglasses and a hoodie over his head. Go onto the field, there's no one on there at all, not one person walking on the field because people are taking their kids to school, they're coming back from school. It was 10:10 in the morning. Came back off the field and there was a builder. Bear in mind it is boiling hot outside, the sun is shining now. He had a hoodie over his head, a builder with a beard, hoodie over his head and a waistcoat on. So I walked past two builders who turned their backs on me and went into their workplace. Carried on walking. Then the builders start banging. I'm not angry. I've I've just had someone on TikTok say I'm gorgeous. So somebody was banging on the top of the roof of the builders, big when I walked past, banging, banging, banging. Wasn't getting cross, bikes tied to the fence. Carried on walking, kept my cool. And then I came into the flats and the blonde cleaner was in the building and she went, good morning. I went, good morning. Walked in the front of my flats and I went up the stairs and there was a black-haired builder with a beard hoovering the hallway with a Henry Hoover. A red and black Hoover, Henry Hoover. My mum called me this morning, Jennifer did, and she said, have a good day, Genestra. She didn't say have a good day, Crystal. She said have a good day, Genestra. And that's usually when all the trouble starts, doesn't it? And it does. So I rang my mum back. I said, good morning. I said, how are you? Then she said, I'm fine. I'm coping quite well. And then I said, how's your bathroom doing? Is it done yet? And she said, no, it isn't. Her bathroom isn't finished yet. I came back into my flat and I thought, fuck this situation. If you don't go out of your flat and get food, you're going to stay indoors all day and get irritated and upset. So I decided to go outside and get some cat food specifically for Nikki, the cat that went missing. And the poor cat's got bald patches. I'm feeding her double amounts of food because she's very, very weak and she's very, very thin still. Because she went missing for 3 weeks and didn't have any food in the water by the look of her, and she was almost dead. She's getting back to normal. She's meowing. She's meowing. She's meowing like she used to do first thing in the morning. So she's coming back to life after she almost died from starvation. So yeah, I went out to the co-op and I walked up Corey's Road to the Rochester Riverside Co-op, grabbed a black basket as I write in my diary, different staff on duty, and I just carried on minding my own business and being the adult that I am. I don't act like a little child, and there are cameras in there. There's security cameras in there. So I got some Revels, chocolate Revels. We go through this quickly because my camera keeps cutting off. We have a tuna with mayonnaise on white bread sandwich, tuna sandwich. We have buttered mashed potatoes, smooth and creamy. We have 2 packets of thin sliced chicken. My Jelly Babies are back. Bag of Jelly Babies. That's Life magazine for 95 pence. I like to have sunflowers in the flat. So some £2.90 red spray carnations. We've got some fruity and sweet raspberry jelly. This is the cat food that I get Nikki and Snowball too. Whiskers Duo Surf and Turf in jelly. Surf and Turf, £4.50. We've got an apple Danish crown. Apple Danish crown. We've got 2 yuzus, 1 banana and 1 strawberry. We have some Pringles, sour cream and onion. Right, and we've got the Sun newspaper. I haven't been out since last Wednesday. It's now Monday of the next week. There's been 5 blokes upstairs, well 4 lads and an adult man. And because my cat went missing on a Saturday morning when I went out walking my dog, because the noise upstairs was loud and it must have frightened Nikki and she jumped out of the window and ran away. So I felt I had to stay indoors all weekend to keep my cats and my pets safe. also my flat. Right, so the Sun today, Russian hackers attack royals. Cyber blitz crashes palace website. Russian cyber criminals targeted the royal family yesterday, days after King Charles's condemnation of the Ukraine war. Pro-Putin hacktivist group Killnet boasted they brought down the royal website with a coordinated strike. A source said this was a denial of service attack which saw the site bombarded with traffic. So I got the Sun newspaper as well. So the same things are going on. They all put hoods over their heads when I'm coming out of the building and try and make me feel intimidated and worried about what I look like. So I go back indoors and I don't go out. And then I don't meet anybody, I don't talk to anybody, and their sordid secrets are kept secret. You see? Hush, hush, be quiet, let us do bad things and you can stay indoors and not find out what we're doing. That's all it is. They're stealing, they're doing bad stuff and getting away with it, and they know that if I go outside and see it, then they're going to get caught. I pay for my shopping. I've got a receipt. I was in there this morning, I was in the Co-op this morning, I've got a receipt and I paid with cash. I paid with cash, the only cash that I've got left. So I'm going to have to wait till my card comes through to pay my electricity. But this has all been paid for, and I was in the Co-op at 10:54, the 2nd of October 23. And he's out upstairs. He went out first thing this morning, and his hair's black and my hair's red. See you later.